So we talked a lot of Cleveland Browns today, and we looked at the initial 53-man roster. None of us is really impressed with what we see in the wide receiver room. Jakobi Meyers of the Las Vegas Raiders kind of requested a trade because he wants a new deal. Is that somebody that Andrew Berry should consider looking at?
I don't know enough about the player in terms of like, is he a good fit, like personality-wise, character, all those things. I'm not even going down that road, but I mean, productivity on the field is pretty darn good. You know, taking a look at what he did last year. I mean, had a ton of touchdowns in his career, so he knows how to find the end zone. And I don't know that he's had the best quarterbacks throwing in the football either, to be fair. So, yeah, of course. I mean, it's a name that I recognize, and it's a guy that, you know, would come in and instantly be the number 2 receiver on this team.
He would, and he'd be an upgrade in talent, but I'm going to say no because he's looking for a new deal. He's got no guaranteed money left on his deal. He's 28. He's going to be 29. We know the 30 cliff is coming, and this is a team that isn't really going anywhere this year. So would he upgrade the room? Absolutely.
Sure.
But again, what do you have in Cedric Tillman? What do you have in Jamari Thrash? By the time we get to the end of the season, you should have a pretty good feel on those guys. Are these pieces that you can build with moving forward or not? If this were last year and the Browns felt like they were in position to win, or a couple years ago and they felt like they were one piece away, yeah, okay, then we'll entertain this conversation. I don't think this team is in that space right now, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to bring in a 28-year-old receiver and pay him big money when you don't have a quarterback. And you don't necessarily think that this is probably going to end in a playoff team. And I don't know, Jakobi Meyers would want to come to Cleveland of all the spots for him to land because, again, he's looking for money. I guess if you're going to pay him a new deal, he'll go anywhere. But that's the big thing with him right now is he's going to want a new contract.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Jason. I mean, he will upgrade the room, but and Andrew Berry's tenure here as the general manager, trading for a wide receiver that's 28, 29 years old, just don't seem like that's something that he will do, especially if he has to turn around and hand that young man a new deal. Now, most people might say, well, you're probably going to give up, a 6th or 7th round pick if you make that deal, but still, on the flip side of it, he is looking for a new contract. And so any team that makes a trade for Jakobi Meyers, you got to be willing to pay him. Right. And then if you look at it, this is how I look at it, because I was one of the people who felt like, okay, Gabe Davis is sitting out there, you know, not a guy that's the biggest name, but he can come in and he can help the situation. If the Cleveland Browns were going to add a veteran wide receiver, you know, to what they have right now in this room, I felt like they would have already done so. And when they went and added wide receiver, they chose Isaiah Bond. So that should let you know right now, got a room full of young guys, and let's just see what they can do, and we'll take it from there. But, you know, Jamari Thrash is a guy that continues to, you know, come to my mind as guys that outside of Jerry Jeudy, you might see the most production from. It just seems like he had a strong camp, and we didn't see many guys in many positions kind of move up the depth chart, but he was ahead of Deontay Johnson on that last depth chart that Kevin Stefanski put out ahead of the Rams game. So,
and you know where Deontay Johnson is today?
Yeah.
Not in Cleveland.